So it's that time again to look at some gaming news, and honestly, this is something I've been hoping for years now. It finally looks like the console wars are over, or at least they're limping to their inevitable end. For decades, we've had companies draw battle lines, forcing gamers to choose a side while locking away games behind arbitrary exclusivity deals. But with Microsoft's recent behavior, it seems like we might be heading towards an era where we can just play games instead of worrying about which plastic box we bought. Of course, this isn't the first time a company has decided to ease off exclusivity. Sega famously had to start publishing on Nintendo after pulling out of the hardware race, and now Microsoft seems to be taking a similar approach. Welcome to the Snake Pit, where we're full of bile and venom. I'm your host, Snake Daemon, and today we're looking at a move that might finally break down the last barriers of console exclusivity. Gears of War possibly making its way to PlayStation. For me, this is long overdue. I moved away from Xbox a few years ago, and when I recently returned, I lost all my save data. Thank you, Xbox. If these games come to PlayStation, or better yet, PC, I'd absolutely go through them that way instead of restarting on Microsoft's ecosystem again. And honestly, it's not just Gears of War. Microsoft's attitude towards publishing games is shifting, and after the Forza series made its way to PlayStation, it wouldn't be shocking to see more franchises break free of their exclusivity shackles this year. According to industry tipster Xtras 1S, the Gears of War Trilogy Collection is set to launch on PlayStation, Xbox and PC on the same day. Not only that, but it's supposedly coming with cross-platform play, meaning you can team up with or crush your friends regardless of where they play. If true, this is huge. Gears of War has long been one of Xbox's flagship franchises, and its jump to PlayStation would mark a major shift in how Microsoft views exclusivity. And before anyone rushes to dismiss the rumor, this is the same source who correctly called the PlayStation Forza announcement, so there's at least some credibility here. If there's going to be an official announcement, Sony's rumored state of play around Valentine's Day could be the perfect place for it. And it wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility. Microsoft has openly discussed working with Nintendo and bringing their games to the Switch too. Their stance seems to be more about collaboration now, rather than competition, which is wild considering how things were just a decade ago. If this turns out to be true, this would be the biggest crossover move in gaming since Sega started publishing on Nintendo hardware. But let's be real. The biggest win here isn't just Gears of War coming to PlayStation, it's the players getting more options. The first 3 Gears games had an incredibly die-hard fan base, and if PlayStation picks up this collection, they could see a wave of returning players eager to relive the chainsaw-gunning cover-based glory days. It's also high time that both Xbox and PlayStation drop this nonsense of mandatory online subscriptions. PC players have been enjoying free online multiplayer forever, while console players are still expected to pay extra on top of the already ridiculous price of games. And when so many modern multiplayer titles, Titanfall, Friday the 13th, Texas Chainsaw, Evil Dead, Evolve, Killer Clowns from Outer Space, rely on an online connection just to function, it's insane that we still need a separate fee to play them. With PC becoming more affordable and offering free multiplayer, it's baffling that consoles haven't caught up. If Gears of War does make the jump, it's another sign that exclusivity is dying out, and that can only be a good thing. If PlayStation players embrace it, Microsoft might be more willing to share other classic franchises, and that could be the real win. Thanks for dropping by the Snake Pit, where we thrive on untapped potential and lost opportunities. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell, like the video, and leave your opinions in the comments, where naturally I won't read them. Until next time, stay venomous.